Oh, you can please.
Wait. Wait. Oh, thank you.
Okay, so good evening everybody. We welcome you all on our 4th RS Day. Now we are going to present to you an act, Classroom Behavior Analysis. As you all know, there are mainly two kinds of creatures in a classroom. Well, apart from the teacher obviously, the attentive students and the inattentive students. We will illustrate the behavior of both kinds and will demonstrate to you the basic differences that exist between the two. Well, being research scholars, we all know that a crucial step in our research work is data collection. After collecting a considerable amount of data and thoroughly analyzing them, we have got some findings which we will be presenting to you shortly. We don't claim that our findings are exhaustive, and if anybody finds any gap in our research work, we request them to overlook them. They will be included in future work. We start off with how the two types of students enter a classroom. We have selected randomly two individuals, one representing the set of all attentive students and the other representing the set of all inattentive students. His eyes are still, determined, focused, with no sign of life at all. Sometimes he can smile, but we consider it as an outlier. Well, thank you. You may sit down, please. Now, let's take a look at the set of inattentive students. He can be cool, he may be distracted, he can be rowdy, or he may even be sleepy. As per the time of class is concerned, the attentive student is obviously found to be outside the classroom with ample time left before the beginning of the lecture, eagerly waiting to enter the world of knowledge. He reaches before time because he has to secure a seat in the first row. He waits outside the closed door of the classroom, glancing at his watch every alternate second, eager and ready to pounce on the first opportunity to enter his shrine. He may even start the countdown when a few seconds are left for the period to start. If the previous class does not get over in time, he can create pressure over the concerned lecturer. Well, on the other hand, the inattentive student will surely be late for the class. He can be found in the wrong classroom altogether. Or he may not even ask for the permission to enter and sneak into the classroom just a few seconds before the lecture is over. He settles down and well, sometimes the attentive student may feel like sneezing in the class. On the other hand, the inattentive student sneezes loud enough to make his attentive neighbor distracted. We should try hard enough to make the attentive student believe that he is not the culprit. He can also make all his surroundings contaminated with his expectorations. Now, we will illustrate the behavior of both the samples during a lecture. We assume that the inattentive student has somehow miraculously managed to enter the classroom in time. The attentive student takes notes, as serious as if he is defusing a bomb. Sometimes hunched over his notebook. Surely his pensing will get over. He will refill his writing weapon and resume his writing. On the other hand, the inattentive student will do some stuff. Well, obviously, apart from writing or listening, he may greet his friends, the fellow inattentive elements. Or he may stare all around the class. Count the number of girls, especially the pretty ones. Or he can scan through his mobile phone, play games, message someone, or even call someone. He can sometimes get creative or even nasty. If he gets bored, he will concentrate on himself. If suddenly the teacher announces that some stuff will surely come in the examination, the attentive student becomes more calm, quiet, and obviously happy because he has already memorized them by heart. He just notes down those stuff. But panic looms large on the other community. They will try to write everything that they have missed.
The previous slide, sir.
And try to copy from the attentive counterparts. That community will surely not like. Now, we will illustrate the behavior of both the kinds of students during an examination. The attentive student should ask his fellow benchmate, who is an inattentive one, if he has done his revision.
Excuse me. Have you done your revision?
The inattentive student will lie smartly.
Oh yeah.
Moreover, he will lie about the part of the subject he has concentrated on.
I have concentrated on data warehousing.
mining techniques.
But I think sir has concentrated on data mining last year.
The attentive student will decorate the bench with a well-sharpened pencil, a blue pen, another blue pen as backup, a black pen in case he needs to underline something in his answer script, an eraser, a ruler, yes thank you, and what else?
Calculate.
Exactly,
I forgot.
a calculator. While the inattentive student will just manage to bring a pen. He will beg for a pencil from his neighbor. The attentive student will unwillingly lend him a pencil which will be of the smallest size possible on the universe. The attentive student reads the question paper as if it is a love letter. While the question paper will surely make the inattentive one horrified, petrified. The attentive student will start filling the answer sheet, while the inattentive one will not be left with anything to write after writing his name and roll number. The inattentive student should try hard to copy from his neighbor. But his neighbor should be smart enough to not to let him do that. After all his efforts go in vain, the inattentive student will get sleepy with a loud cry.
Mommy!
He will only wake up when just a few minutes are left for the examination to get over. Then he may discover that he knows the answer to a question at the bottom of the last page of the question paper.
Next page. One.
When the examiner starts collecting the paper, the attentive student submits the answer script like the winner of a Nobel Prize. But the inattentive student keeps on writing while the examiner says, "Stop writing. Stop writing. I said stop writing." Here we come to the last part of our demonstration on how a class containing both our students ends. As the bell rings, the inattentive student packs his bag hurriedly and irritatedly waits for the class to get over.
Okay.
Whereas the inattentive student continues to listen to the lecture. While the teacher announces that the class is over for the day, the inattentive student runs towards the door and exits even before the teacher. doubt. And obviously, the teacher cannot leave without clearing it.
Sit down, sit down, sit down. Sit down. Sir, one more down.
The case is a little bit different. If it is the last class before the examination,
Sir, 1 minute.
the attentive student brings to the teacher heaps of doubts.
Down, sir. Sir, what is happening, sir? Sir, why, sir, this, why this, sir, this happens, sir. I don't know, sir, what's happening? Sir, this, lost no doubt, sir.
Well, the inattentive student will beg for easy questions.
Easy question, sir.
So, with this, we have come to the end of our act. Thank you.
কোথায় গেল?